According to the annual Gender Gap Report 2023, 17th edition of World Economic Forum, India was ranked 127 out of 146 countries in terms of gender parity and empowerment of 8 places from last year. It is an annual index first published in 2006 by WEF to measure gender equality. It assesses countries on how well they are delivered their resources and opportunity among their male and female population regardless of the overall level of these resources and opportunity. It serves as a catalyst of greater awareness as well as greater exchange between policymakers. No country has yet achieved full gender parity. For the 14th consecutive year, Ireland 91.2% taking the top position. It is also continued to be the only country to have closed more than 90% of its gender gap. Gender parity in Europe 76.3% surpasses the parity level in North America 75% this year to rank first of either geographic ranges. Sub-Sahara Africa ranked 6th 68.2%, slightly below the global weighted average score 68.3%. Southern Asia 63.4% overmarked the Middle East and North Africa 62.6%, the region furthest away from parity in 2023. If we talk about the major challenges, the state of gender parity in the labor market remains a major challenge. Not only has women's participation in the labor market globally slipped, but their markets of economic opportunities has been slowing substantive disparities between women and men. Labor market of the future women remains significantly underrepresented 29.2% in the STEM workforce. Skills of futures, women do not have equal opportunities and access to online learning platforms, given the persistent digital divide. If we talk about the performance of India, the country had improved by 1.4 percentage points and 8 positions since the last edition and had closed 64.3% of overall gender gap. The country had attained parity in enrollment across all levels of education. On political empowerment, India has registered 25.3% parity with women representation, 15.1% of parliamentarians, the highest for the countries since the inaugural report in 2006. This comes after the WEF recognized the need of numerate women's participation in local government bodies. In its gender gap report, after the Indian government raised the issue, this report indicates some challenges for India. India had reached only 36.7% parity in economic participation and opportunities, while there had been an uptick in parity in wages and economics. The share of women in senior position and technical role had dropped slightly since the last edition. The relatively low overall rankings on the health and survival sub-index are explained by skewed sex ratio at birth. Implementing a diversity, equality and inclusion DEI program, increasing women's economic participation and achieve gender parity in leadership, both businesses and government. Collective coordination and bold action by private and public sector leads will be instrumental in accelerating progress towards gender parity.